Man, shout out to Homegirl for speaking facts, because we've known this. We've known that BET is not owned by black people. It's owned by Viacom. So the same people that own MTV, Nickelodeon, DreamWorks, all that Viacom umbrella, they also own BET. They also control narratives that we get to see on TV and also in music. I mean, think of Motown. When I think of Motown, I think of Tammy Terrell. Tammy Terrell is fire. I think of Marvin Gaye. I mean, they were fire. I mean, that list goes on. You got the Supremes, you got Diana Ross, you got Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, the Pips, all those talented artists. But as soon as this man, Berry Gordy, sells the company, you can already see it slowly changing its direction. So obviously in 1988, Berry Gordy sold Motown, and he sold it for around $61 million. So Berry Gordy, the owner of Motown, sold Motown for $61 million. Obviously it paid off because his net worth right now is $400 million. So I don't blame him. But at the same time, we did lose something after he did that. We lost a form of representation. And we can't solely blame this on Berry Gordy because it's not his fault. Because really it's guys like this, dudes that were just out there trying to make some money. Obviously in the 80s and 90s, you see a lot of groups coming up, and you notice that the bar for black music has continuously gone down. Don't get me wrong, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, all these guys are amazing, but they're nowhere near as talented as LL, The Fresh Prince, or Wu-Tang. Obviously these are in different time frames, but I honestly think that these corporate mongers are the reason why our culture is failing. It's because they're in control of a lot of the music that we listen to. Nothing against Jerry Heller, but I do think this man was straight up a manipulator. He made a lot of money for himself, but he didn't necessarily help Eazy-E out. He didn't necessarily get them to a position where they could be educated or do something for themselves later on in their careers. Obviously, that was something that they had to learn themselves because they didn't understand the music business. But that's the reason why our music is so different nowadays. No other culture is manipulated like ours. We literally can put anything out and people will promote it. And they won't do it with white artists or any other artists because these cultures have values. And because we don't necessarily have a strict value system, our music is going to reflect the worst parts of ourselves. That's why the subject matter is so different.